Tell me the truth. What is this pregnancy pest doing in your bag?
I'm pregnant.
What have you done?
That very night, as she was sleeping, she thought what will the church ladies say. As she was the leader and was known for always preaching purity. She was one of those ladies who was full of themselves. She would never allow his sisters to embarrass her. She would better sacrifice grace than being disgraced in church. She feared shame, gossip, and judgment. And she made a decision that would change every life forever. The next morning, she confronted Chris. "Tell me the truth." Grace broke down. "I am pregnant." Silence filled the house. Her aunt face turned pale. "What have you done?" Grace tried to explain. "He loves me. He is studying medicine. He doesn't even know yet." But her aunt refused to listen. People in the community already admired Grace as the orphan girl destined for success. If the pregnancy became known, it was going to be a big problem. "You are leaving tomorrow." Grace looked up in shock. "What?" "You are going back to Venda. Your grandmother will take care of you." "Auntie, please. I need to tell Ethan." "No. You will not contact him. You will disappear from the city." Grace cried through the night. She packed all under a small suitcase. The school uniform, a few books, and one framed photograph of herself and Ethan. Then with one last look around the home, she quietly zipped the suitcase shut. Before dawn, she boarded the long-distance bus, heading north. As Johannesburg disappeared behind her, she looked at Ethan's photo one last time. "I am sorry. I hope one day you will understand." She switched off her small phone forever. That same morning, Ethan stood outside his school gate, holding my cake. He smiled as students walked past, but Grace never came. He called. Her phone was off. He waited for hours. He searched for days, then weeks. Eventually, the trail went cold. The girl he loved had vanished without a goodbye. One secret, one decision, one goodbye. One secret, one decision, one goodbye would separate a father from the child he never knew existed. The journey back to Vienna was long. Grace cried for almost the entire trip. She was only 17, a child, about to become a mother. Months later, inside her grandmother's small mud brick house, Grace gave birth to a baby boy. Her first cry filled the tiny room. Grace held him tightly against her chest. Through tears, she whispered, "My son, you will never walk alone." She named him Nathan, a name that meant he gave. Life became harder than Grace had ever imagined. There was no father beside her, no money, no future waiting, only a tiny baby depending on her every single day. Grace never returned to school. Her dream of becoming a nurse ended the day Nathan was born. Instead, she chose motherhood. Every morning before sunrise, Grace left Nathan with his great grandmother. Then she went looking for work. Only work. If someone needed a clean, Grace was there. If a family needed their laundry washed by hand, Grace accepted. She scrubbed floors. She cleaned the yards. She weeded gardens under the burning sun. When chicks arrived carrying bags of maize and fertilizer, she helped load and unload them alongside grown men. The work was heavy, but hunger was heavier. Some days she cooked, and vodka and fried snack before dawn. Then stood at the busy bus stop selling food to travelers. On good days, she earned just enough to buy milk, vegetables, and milk for Nathan. On bad days, she went to bed hungry, so her son could eat. Years passed. Grace's hands became rough. Her back constantly ached. Although she was still a young woman, years of hard labor had made her body weak. People often thought she was much older than she really was. But whenever she looked at Nathan, she found the strength to keep going.